Yo, what's good? You're 4-3 here back in the day, and today, guys, we are here to review the brand new Ferrari Portofino, which was recently introduced to Forza Horizon 4 with the Series 21 update and made a part of the Horizon promo challenge. In order to get this car, you go ahead and take a picture of 100 different cars throughout the festival, and then you get this absolutely gorgeous piece of machinery. Now, of course, this is the entry level Ferrari. This is not one of their top of the line things. It's a Grand Tourer, and in my honest opinion, it's kind of a Barbie car. Like you would often see something like this over on like Rodeo Drive, and yet as well, for us enthusiasts, it's still all the same. It is still a fantastic and amazing machine. But the thing is, though, it's not as hardcore as some of the cars that we would select, such as the Ferrari 488, the 812 Superfast, the LaFerrari, etc., etc. The Ferrari Portofino replaces the Ferrari California as the cheapest car, I guess. It's not really cheap. It's still like 225,000, so it is still a very, very expensive car. But honestly, I would take one of these any day. Honestly, the headlights, I love how they look. They look absolutely fantastic. They do kind of resemble, when you do look at them, a little bit somewhat like the 488. They have like that kind of nice sleek line there as well. It almost kind of looks like the lights up there, they kind of almost slant in just a little bit. They resemble the 488s a little bit, but on this body style, this is unmistakable. You know exactly what car this is. Let's go ahead and take a look here at the interior really quickly, because honestly, this is a Grand Tourer, a luxury Grand Tourer. And what all do we have on deck here? Well, as you can see, we actually have what appears to be, it almost looks like it's an analog. And I don't think it is. I'm not entirely sure on that, but you can see the beautiful stitch work in here. As well, the passenger even gets a nice screen for them to see everything that the driver is doing. They can see how fast you're going, what gear is in, all of that good stuff. You have luxury leather, you have aluminum or aluminum for those of us here in the States. I said aluminum, so everyone gonna say I said something wrong, even though I'm trying my damnedest. But honestly, this car is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, let's go ahead and take a look here at the seats really quickly. Oh, look at that white leather. Look at that white leather. They definitely chose a really, really good color to go with this car, which is of course why we ended up getting it here in white, because if it was like a red leather interior, I guess it would also go good, but like they chose white leather because this car is meant to stay white. I mean, white leather interior is also pretty neutral, so it pretty much goes with everything. It's a little too much whiteness for me, but honestly, I can deal with it. But anyway, let's see how this car actually does on the track. So anyway, though, taking a look at how this car actually handles on the track, it doesn't handle too badly. We're in the stock version right now. We will also go ahead and test probably whatever the most downloaded tune is, what the highest rated tune is, that is. But overall, though, it doesn't really feel like it slips too terribly much. I mean, it does slip. It's a stock car. It's got like a shit ton of horsepower. I actually know the figure. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. I think it's like somewhere in like the 600s. But honestly, overall for an entry-level Ferrari, it does handle fairly nicely. It really, really does. Like, I mean, it's going to go around this corner. And if you drive it, sensibly, you can do a lot of good stuff with this. Now, if you want to get the tail end, of course, you can do so, just like I just did right there. But if you don't want to, if you drive safely and you drive responsibly, I guess, you can keep it under control. It's a beast, but it's not as super out of control as you would think. It feels easy to control around these corners. It's nothing too terribly bad. I could probably get away in a race with this, but the problem is, though, I see, is when you're in a race with all the drivatars and everyone's around you, running into you and all that sort of stuff, that little bit of a give it's got there in the back could be a little detrimental. But overall, I think it's a fairly nice car to drive. But let's go ahead and download a quick tune really quickly and see how that goes. Alright, so we have now got a tune. This was the #1 most downloaded, highly rated S1 tune. It is by the man himself, Don Juan Song. So it is an all-wheel drive tune. Now, the one thing that I've noticed with this, of course, going from rear-wheel drive to all-wheel drive, is it does have a little bit of a problem with understeer, but it did significantly improve my time. Before, with the stock one, my best time, that was a flying lap time actually, was like 40 seconds. And without even doing a flying lap, I was able to nail a 37, and we just did our first flying lap, which was a 36. And I'll tell you this, I did mess up. I hit a wall. I wasn't driving necessarily the most perfect out of that time. But overall, though, it does handle pretty nicely, especially being converted to all-wheel drive. And one thing I also will say, and I know this might get a little bit of hate on me for this, but I actually think the Forza Aero kinda looks good on this car. Like, a lot of times when I see Forza Aero, I go, oh, that is so bad. But I kinda like the wing on this car. I don't think it looks bad. It's surprisingly nice. Like, normally I'm really about the chassis mount wings. I love a chassis mount wing, but damn, I'm kinda digging this. I want to see what Liberty Walk will do with the Portofino, because you absolutely know they are going to make a Liberty Walk kit for this car. And my god, I think it's going to be super freaking sexy. Honestly, I think it's going to look so good. Oh, I can't wait till I actually see that one day. I can't wait till I actually see that. I wonder if it's actually already out. Hold on a second. I'm going to have to go find this. So I went and looked it up. Unfortunately, there is no Liberty Walk kit for the Ferrari Portofino yet, which is a little sad. But I found some renders of it, and they don't really look good. They don't really look good. You know, this wing, I feel like it would look really good if it was just a little bit shorter. But overall, I actually really like how it looks. I love the way this car handles. It's got a little bit of understeer to it, but that's to be expected. You know, it is all-wheel drive, so it's working a little bit harder. Where, of course, the rear-wheel drive version had a little bit of oversteer. But like you see right there, we just ended up running right into that wall, trying to turn around that corner. A little bit of understeer. It's something that you can work around with the brakes just a little bit, so it's nothing really too much to worry about. So anyway, though, that's where we're going to wrap things up for today. Leave a comment down below and let me know, what do you guys think of the Ferrari Portofino? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know down in the comments section. As well, if you guys want to, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at twitter.com/Gurf113 and Instagram.com/Gurf113. And if you like this video, go make sure to hit that like button down below for us, because you guys already know your support is so greatly appreciated. And make sure to subscribe for more videos coming out all the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.